all the ones, you know all the ones on the internets. It's Kev from Kevin's Corner, where I try to make sense out of nonsense. And it is Thursday and it's debate time. Oh, I hear the Rocky music. That's right. I hear the bells. Bing, bing, bing. Yeah, it's about time to rumble. Let's get ready to rumble. And I figured I'd go ahead and do a debate live stream since we discussed last night, some possibilities of me live streaming the debate. And, I don't like when my technology is not solid. I want it to be where you guys can see the big screen and then you see me in a little teeny screen and I can toggle back and forth. But I haven't been able to figure out that method yet. So now, if you got some tech addicts out there that want to help me, feel free. You can always jump in and help me. Thanks a lot, Dallas. Dallas said he can hear me. That's right. And if Dallas can hear me, that's all I need to hear. So let's go ahead and get loose so we can get busy on this Thursday night. It's about that time. It's ready to go down. Ding, ding. Real gold killer. Real gold killer. Real gold killer. This is G's in the building. Gorillas in here. Gorillas in here. Gorillas in here. Gorillas in here. Somebody said they like that hat. Thank you very, very much. That's right. Trump 2022. Save America. Oh, man. Let's hope. Let's hope. Which brings me to tonight's show. Before we get started, though, I do have to go over a couple preliminaries. First things first, hit the like button, share my videos, follow me on all the other social media platforms that are listed below. And don't forget, I do have a Kevin's Corner store. And if you want to donate to the channel, you can. My Cash App and my PayPal link is right below. And I want to also thank people who have sent me some mailbox blessings. You know who you are. I appreciate the cards, the wonderful words of encouragement. I just cannot tell you how much I appreciate that. So if you guys are watching, you know who I'm talking about. And those that give during the super chat and send things through my Cash App, PayPal, and purchase the material, the merchandise that we have in the store, all of that stuff helps. It really does. And also, guys, we hit a milestone. You know what else helps, guys? You'll never believe it. By the way, just the link to the store. Don't forget to text MAGA to 330-974-4607. Now, guys, I got to show y'all something. We've been through it with YouTube for quite some time now. Y'all been through the journey with me. Y'all have seen the oppression, the attacks from YouTube on me and all of that stuff. It's kind of like how we all watch Trump go through all of his attacks and oppression and all that stuff. We seen it. That's why we understand what he's going through. All right. And you guys have been with me, a lot of you, since I started my channel, and you've seen the growth. You've seen them take subscribers and just destroy my views and all of those things. Well, somebody sent me an email last night. Now, I mentioned to y'all that I had a video that I think YouTube might have got caught slipping. Now, I'm not going to celebrate this for the simple fact, it could just be them like, oh, shoot, we accidentally dropped a wrench inside of the computer and it actually did the right thing. Somebody just said I'm at 189,000 subscribers, which is great. And I'm thankful because I was stuck at 184 for probably, I think it was 187. Then it went down to 184. And I was one time, I think it went down to 179. Then it came back up. So they've been playing with my numbers for a long time. And recently I uploaded a video that I just uploaded it and walked away. I didn't even go back. I assumed that it would get caught by the regular algorithms and it would stop it right at, because see, I know the amounts. It usually stop it at 1,700, between 1,700 views and 3,500. I'm doing good if I hit 3,500 views. Now, back in the day, 3,500 views would be offensive. When I first started my channel, if I got 3,500 views, I'd be going, what did I do wrong? I don't understand. What, the people don't love Kev no more? But now, 3,500 views for the last 4 years, I'm going, man, I'm doing some stuff now, 3,500 views. Well, when anomalies like what I'm about to show you happen, one of two things you can conclude. Either YouTube finally said, all right, it ain't worth trying to hold these folks down, or at least this guy down, or they messed up somehow. Either way, it shows they've been fooling with me. So that video that I mentioned last night, I think at the time it was like 655,000 views. And I'm like, whoa. I mean, I didn't expect that video to get that many views. I put it up there and just walked away. Then I get an email from somebody and say, Kev, you're at, I don't know, I think it might have been 800 and something thousand. So while I'm out on the man truck today, I click on it and I'm like, whoa. I mean, wow, that's a lot. So I came home and I was going to ask you guys tonight to help me hit a mark that I've never hit before. I think the most I've ever got as far as views might have been like 600,000 or something like that on a single video. So my thought was maybe we can go ahead and shoot for 1 million views. 1 million views. And before I logged on, I checked those numbers, guys. And look at this. Look at this. Look at that. Bam! 1,036,627,000 views on a video that I wasn't even expecting to do that well. So this is my very first video that cracked 1 million views. I don't know what that means. A lot of people say, well, you know, you're going viral when you hit 1 million. I don't know if that's true or not. But I will say this. What it has done is it has increased my subscribers somehow. And I'm thankful for that. I hope YouTube does not retract this or start doing some bullcrap. But it also shows that they've been fiddling with this for a long time. You can't tell me. I go from being suppressed and views and subscribers, and then out of nowhere, one video slips through the cracks and hits 1.3 million views. That right there shows an outlier that's very hard to explain. Very hard to explain, but I ain't gonna complain. Yeah, just because I can't explain don't mean I'm gonna complain. So I am thankful to have hit 1 million views, my first video, and that was one I wasn't looking for. That's right. Sometimes he may not come when you want him, but he's always on time. Sometimes you ain't looking for a blessing, and God will just drop one on you just because he loves you. Yeah, man. So I'm thankful for it. And I'm glad that you guys have been a part of this journey as far as that. Like I said, I don't get too excited because I already know the games that they play. Tomorrow it might go down to 7 views. Who knows? But I'm going to celebrate that. Okay. So with that being said, now let's get into it because the debate is coming up, y'all. And so I decided that maybe instead of, going through some of the clips that I normally go through, I wanted to do a reaction to some of the folks that was on the streets down there in Atlanta. And this young man named Nick Shirley decided he was going to interview some of them and ask them, who do you think is going to win the debate? And they had some interesting views and opinions that I said, you know what? Let's go ahead and have a little fun in our pre-debate, our pre-debate live stream where, we kind of get loose and get a feel for how the folks on the street are thinking concerning Donald Trump and Joe Biden tonight. And it's a mixed bag of folks during these street interviews that I was able to appreciate. One in particular. So with no further ado, check this guy's channel out. His name is Nick Shirley. He's a young man. I think he's like 24 and he's bold. He goes right out into the streets. In neighborhoods sometimes that, it looks like, wow, that could be risky there, Nick. You don't come across as the toughest guy. But Nick's pretty bold with it. So let's see how the people on the street feel about what might happen tonight. Somebody said they follow him. So cool. Let's check it out.
We're here at the debate. We're asking people who they're going to be voting for and who is going to be winning the first presidential debate of 2024. Who do you think is going to win the debate, Donald Trump or Joe Biden?
Trump, 100%.
Who do you think is going to win the debate?
What?
Shooting for Biden.
And why so?
He's more aligned with.
Wait a minute. Let me go back. Hold on. Oh God.
Joe Biden.
Trump, 100%.
Who do you think is going to win the debate?
See, I had to put that in there. Now, this right here, this person, an example of a perfect Democrat. Now, you'll know what I mean as we listen to her response. Everything that's about to come out of her mouth, which is coming out of her head, is nothing more than stuff that has been downloaded into her head. Somebody said choppy? No, don't tell me that. Let's see here. Let me see. See if we can get rid of the choppiness. Pixelated. Somebody said fine now. I put the Wi-Fi on. Give it a second. Yeah. Yeah, I put the Wi-Fi on. Can you see me? Am I still pixelated? I'm good now? Okay, just a little. You might have to let it run its course for a second. Somebody said it's fine here. All right, so I got the Wi-Fi on, and hopefully the Wi-Fi is doing its job. Give it what somebody said perfect. Words don't match my mouth. Looks good, looks good, looks good. It's good. Okay, so I think the Wi-Fi finally has kicked in. And those that might have been seeing some pixelation or some delay, it should clear up in a second. If not, refresh and let's go ahead and get it. So now, as I was saying, is that, you know, this girl you're about to hear on the streets is a perfect example of a perfect Democrat. Someone who everything that comes out of her mouth and comes out of her head is simply talking points and downloads from the fake news and the media. So here's her response to who's going to win and why.
Shooting for Biden.
And why so?
He's more aligned with my values and morals, and I definitely don't want somebody with a felony representing us as president.
See the results? See, that's the election interference right there. And you best believe it's going to come up tonight in the debate. That very talking point. That is why the Democrats did everything they could to get a conviction. Everything they could. Because of people like her. She's not able to see that this conviction in his felony was politically motivated. So if something goes wrong with this election, and they talk about, we didn't do anything fishy. Well, one thing you did fishy is came up with these fake bootleg charges and got a bootleg judge and a bootleg prosecutor to go ahead and convict Trump so folks like this will say exactly what they wanted them to say. I don't want a convicted felon. Oh, boy.
What could Donald Trump say or do to win your vote this November?
To be completely honest, nothing.
So the mind is closed. She's perfect. She's a perfect Democrat voter. To be honest with you, nothing. They want that response. They want every single person that votes for them to shut down the possibility of ever voting outside of the Democrat Party, and especially voting for Trump. There you go. So soon as is there anything Trump could do to have that? Nothing. That means you have shut down debate. You've shut it down in your mind. There's nothing I can show. I can take this woman to the water and say, you said you was thirsty, right? This is nice, cool H2O. That's high quality H2O. Like the water boy. And tell her to take a swig and she go, no. Because that's MAGA water. That's MAGA water. But you said you was thirsty and needed some water. But I don't care. I'd rather die of thirst than to drink MAGA water. That's where they have her right now. Let's finish hearing this perfect Democrat.
When people show you who they are, you need to believe them.
Now, who says this? The fake news. The Democrats. If people show you who they are, you need to believe them. We've been hearing them use the same talking point about Donald Trump all over the fake news and the Democrats. He said he was going to do this. He said when the first day he was going to become a dictator. Hey, if people show you who they are, then you should believe them. Talking point straight from the Democrats and straight from the fake news.
January 6th is why.
Oh, perfect. Everything worked on her. Every form of manipulation, every form of gaslighting, every form of propaganda worked on her. She is a prototype. They're like, oh, everything worked out. I can't believe we hit 100. So let's see. She bought the J6 thing. Okay. She bought the felony thing, right? Okay. All right. She's perfect. I know they're sitting there like, yes.
That made my decision.
And who do you think's going to win the debate, Donald Trump or Joe Biden?
Donald Trump.
And why so?
Joe Biden is their president. He's president.
He said Joe Biden is dead president. There it is. He pretty much is. Now you want to talk about some dead presidents. Yeah, forget the movie. We're looking at a real life dead president walk around. That's what we're looking at. So I hear you, brother. Now, why is it, man, that I got to appreciate the brothers? The brothers, when they're getting interviewed, I don't know. We got to work on, the Democrats still got a very strong hold on, the minority sisters. Unfortunately, not all of them. A lot of them are waking up too. But these brothers to get interviewed, I was impressed. I was like, now I ain't saying all of them are like, we love Trump, but it seems like the brothers is a little more receptive to Trump and Republican policies, and I appreciate it. You'll see as we go on. So let's hear what this brother right here got to say about our dead president.
In the flesh, but he's not all the way there.
Do you think Joe Biden's gonna have to be medicated in order to withstand the debate?
Even with medication, he's not really that coherent. So I just think he's gonna be there smiling like he always is.
What could Joe?
Wow. Now look at that brother right there. He said, even with the meds, I don't think he's gonna be all the way there. There it is. And if Trump lets the meds wear off, by letting Biden talk, just chilling out, it's okay. I'm gonna let you go ahead and whatever. Because right now the mics are gonna get cut off anyway. So just let Trump, not Trump, but let Biden talk. Maybe after about 45 minutes to an hour, some of those meds will wear off, and we'll get a nice big fat gaff for a laugh. Maybe we'll get one of those, or maybe he might even glitch up. Who knows? He might just start walking off of the set, or he might just cop a squat. When he drops and cops a squat, you already know what's coming. There it is. Who knows? So we'll see. So he said, Biden ain't even all the way there.
What Biden say or Donald Trump do to win the vote of the people here in America?
To be honest, there's nothing either one of them can say, because hands down, I pretty much think Donald Trump has already got America behind him, because Joe Biden really hasn't been doing much within the last 4 years.
Ooh. Man, you don't want to hear stuff like this off the streets. If you Democrats, you're going, oh, man, I would have been okay if he was a white, cis, Christian, Anglo-Saxon man saying this, with a Confederate flag wrapped around him. But this is a brother down in Atlanta with khaki shirt, hat, and braids. There he is. And he's like, yo, man, at this point, man, I feel Donald Trump got it anyway. I appreciate that. I don't see no Confederate flag. I don't even see the American flag on this dude. Maybe it's a deep fake. Maybe this is a cheap fake. Who knows? So let's go ahead and continue seeing what he got to say about this, because I appreciate what he just said.
If you could ask Joe Biden one question, what would your question be?
Why are you running again?
Yeah, because I got to. Because if Trump gets in, he might go ahead and dig into me because of all my corruption and coordination to try to go ahead and undermine our democracy. Yeah, gotta go ahead and protect me and Hunter's investments, because I'm the big guy, right? Yeah, Jill's probably like, Joe, if it wasn't for all your corruption, I might let you go and retire. But your corruption is threatening our legacy and our money. So you got to go ahead out there and prostitute yourself one more term. Yeah, who knows what Trump would do? He might get in and start snooping around again with that Ukrainian relationship that was over there. Who knows? Yeah, he might look into your classified documents that you took when you was a senator. Who knows what he might do? He might say, okay, why don't we go ahead and open up a real investigation into all of these transactions that's coming from different countries into Joe Biden's family accounts and stuff like that. Who knows what he might do? Who knows? So Joe probably is like, I got to go out and try to win or else we're done.
And what do you think you'd say?
He'd stand there and smile until somebody walks him off stage.
Who do you think's going to win the debate tonight? Joe Biden or Donald Trump?
Trump.
Why so?
Because Joe Biden can't talk like a human being.
Oh! And what? Wait a minute. Wait just a minute. How did that man come to that conclusion? He said Joe Biden can't talk like a human being. And that's true. He speaks his own language, Joe Biden. But he got a good point. See, we've been listening to Joe make up words, leave out words, forget words, pull the parachute on sentences, complete sentences that make no sense. And yet they're telling us a lot of these things are cheap fakes. That's what they are. We're not able to conclude that Joe Biden is demented. But for some reason, this guy, he put that together. So let's go ahead and see how many other folks on the streets might have come to some rational, logical conclusions. Because I feel the same way.
And he has dementia.
What do you think Joe Biden or Donald Trump need to do to win the trust of the American people tonight?
I don't know, because it's so polarized. The trust is already there. Trump's base And that's including MAGA. So MAGA is a bit different, obviously, than Trump's actual base, but his base.
Because MAGA's hardcore. See, we're like the Navy SEALs of Trump's base. Granted, Trump voters, they're regulars, they're soldiers too. Don't get me wrong, they're soldiers and stuff like that. But the MAGA base is like special ops, special forces. We're serious about this mess. Yeah. So let's continue, because somebody later on is going to have something to say about the MAGA base.
Is growing officially. However, the trust of Joe Biden, he needs to come strong like Joe Biden was.
And he can't, because he got wet noodle arms. He got a wet noodle voice. His brain is broken. Do you understand what they're trying to do for this man these last 7 days? Here's my thought. Joe Biden has not really been involved in governing these 3 years. They put everything together. They write it down on paper and they send him out there to read it and regurgitate it. But he doesn't commit it to memory. He's out there just reading and saying what they told him to say. That is why he has to go into preparation for them to play catch up. They got to teach him. He's cramming right now. That's what's happening. So he had a lot of things working against him. One, his brain is not on a level to retain all of this information in a short amount of time. They got to go ahead and try to cover all of the horrible policies and fallouts of the last 3.5 years. Get him up to date. Then give him talking points to combat what they know or anticipate Trump bringing up. So you already know it. They're sitting there going, all right, now, Mr. Biden, don't get out there and say inflation was at 9% when you came in. And the GDP was this. And don't get out there and say this. And don't look how many times we got to say, don't say your son Bo died. When they got to go ahead and try to drop all of this stuff in his head in 7 days. Because he hasn't been really governing. If he has been governing and making all these decisions, he wouldn't have to go in and cram. And see, in this debate, he's not able to walk out there with his notes. That's right. They told me to call on, and my policies are. He can't do that. And I would even check to see what's in his ears. I would even check to see what is in his ears. I'd be like, all right, can we get an ear check? Can we get an ear check? I don't want nothing in his ear. And they're like, all right, say this, Mr. Biden. So they're trying to go ahead and pull off a fast one at the last minute between probably some drugs and cramming him and trying to get him to stand up for 90 minutes, which is going to be interesting. I wonder what's going to happen if he has to take a poop.
Years ago, and that's, I think, him not being able to form correct, coherent sentences or get his point fluidly across is going to be an extreme hindrance for him.
Yeah.
And then turning off the mics and putting mic limits on.
Yeah.
I think that's absolutely ridiculous. I know why they're doing it is because Trump will he'll just bat and bat and bat and bat and bat. He's a shark. Regardless of people, if you hate him or
Y'all hear that? Trump's a shark, and they know it. I don't know. I guess, in a sense, the Biden administration probably thought it's worth a shot. If we set some conditions and terms that everybody is going, Trump, you're getting set up, right? That's a full-blown setup. They asked for stuff that's so ridiculous that they probably assume Trump might say, no, I'm not agreeing to that. But he's like, yeah, sure, let's do it. They're like, are you serious? So wait, you're going to let us not have an audience and be able to control your mic, and it's going to be on CNN with two commentators or narrators, or what do you call them? Moderators. Two moderators that despise you and got a track record of demonizing you, pushing false narratives and lies. And you're going to walk right into that. You do know what you're walking into, right, Trump? And Trump was like, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. So here they are now, like, oh, shoot, we didn't think he would agree to that. We tried to stack the deck so lopsided, then maybe he might have been like, man, I'm not agreeing to that. And then we could say, well, we tried. Trump didn't want to agree to the terms. I mean, he must be scared to debate. But I like it when folks throw you completely off. You're like, man, what's up, man? Whenever you want to fight, man, we can fight. Let's fight now. And you're like, now? Like right now? Yeah, right now. I would my cousin. He asked me to help him fix his flat tire on his bicycle, his 10-speed, his Apollo 5-speed, and I'm gonna go help him. But maybe tomorrow we can find. No. You said let's go now. You didn't think I would say let's do it, and Trump was like, let's do it on your terms. So I hope Trump knows what he's walking into, and he's prepared for the triple team, because they're gonna be waiting in there to jump him tonight. Let's continue.
Or like him, the man is a shark when it comes to debates or talking to another human being. He's very, very alpha male. Again, I think Joe Biden in his prime 20, 30 years ago would be right on point with him. A Joe Biden that I've seen in the media now, I think that's why they've added that, is to, I don't want to use the term forcefully manipulate the debate,
use it, though.
but in the sense, that's what I think is going to happen.
There it is. Thank you. Yeah, don't mix words, buddy. Let's be real. Let's not stand on ceremony here. We all know what this is. This is a effort for them to manipulate the debate with the moderators, with the turning off of the mic, all of that. You know, it's all going to play a part. So let's see what other people are thinking.
With the time limits and mic shutting off.
And who will you be voting for in 2024?
Trump for sure.
The debate. Who's going to win, Donald Trump or Joe Biden?
I'm gonna have to go with Joe Biden.
Oh my gosh. You see what I'm saying? And see, I didn't want to cut out the folks that didn't agree with Trump winning. I wanted it to be organic. So you guys could see what people on the streets are thinking. I'm going to go with Joe Biden. Obviously, she hasn't been listening to Joe Biden. And this is the problem with Democrat voters. Remember the other day when I think it was the morning something show on Fox where the black guy, I forget his name, he was talking about how 90-something% of Republicans think Joe is mentally compromised. And then you got moderates or people in the middle. It was like 74% of them said that, yeah, something's going on with Joe. Then you go to Democrat voters. And it was like 20-something, 30 maybe percent. And I'm thinking, that might explain a lot. Anybody who can't see that Joe Biden is compromised mentally and is not all the way there, I have to question other areas of your intelligence. Or you simply have been walking around with blinders on and haven't paid one bit of attention to Joe talking. And she came out and said, I'm going to have to go with Joe Biden. I'm going with Joe Biden.
Why so?
I feel like he gives more opportunity to the people with low income, all of the above.
Gives more opportunity with the people of low income and all of the above. Who find me these people she speaks of? I'm wondering where the opportunities are. Boy, I tell you, it's all in her mind.
So you're for Joe Biden. What could Donald Trump say in the debate to potentially sway you to like Donald Trump a little bit more and eventually vote for him?
That's
Stimulus check.
There it is. Give me money. Somebody said she wants free stuff. Thank you. That is why a lot of folks vote for Democrats. Unfortunately. So now what does she do? Fall right for the bait. That's how they get them back on the plantation. That's right. They stick that money right out there in the middle of the field with a string attached to it. That's right. Come get the stimulus. Come grab that. You want some of that? You want some student debt relief? Come on, take it. Gotcha. So here she is talking about she's going to vote for Biden because of stimulus checks and money he's promised.
Stimulus check. He did it before. So yeah, I know a lot of people has been saying, different stuff, how they appreciate him for when there was in time of need, when everything shut down, he provided.
If you could ask Joe Biden or
Now, you know the sad part about that is a stimulus check is finite. I mean, you get one, maybe two. Trump gave one, I think, and then Democrats followed it up with multiple stimulus checks to encourage people to stay at the crib. I don't think people realize the slavery that you can get sucked into by accepting just free money from the government. Who wants to live like that, where they can control everything that you buy, where how much you can make, what's the amount that where you're going, who can live with you? Who wants to live like that? Who wants to just go ahead and say, you know what? I'd rather be at the mercy of the government to when they say, well, you know what, we came to inspect your house, or we came to do this, we came to look, and we saw a guy running out there. Was that your baby's daddy? That's your, okay, we're going to have to cut your money. Don't you want your own supply? Don't you want your own resources so you have more freedom? I mean, what type of mentality is this? Cut me some checks, man. That's what you can do to buy my vote. Then you own me.
Donald Trump, one question, what would it be?
What would it be?
It's like a drug. Drug dealers oftentimes give you the first one or two free. There it is. Oh, you don't want to try crack because you don't want to pay for it? Don't worry about it. Hunter Biden, the first one's on me. Are you sure? Yeah, first one's on me. Hey, dude, if you don't like it, you don't have to come back. Okay, now. Give me some more. How much the rest of it costs? Sucks you in. So this woman, she wants to get hooked on crack. That's what she wants to do. Basically, get hooked on the government.
That's a tricky question.
Good question, right?
What can you offer us that you never offered before?
That's what she
What would you want them to say?
Y'all ready? Y'all ready for some intellectual? Woo! Some intellect being revealed. He said, what could you ask both of them right now if you could? Now, that's like saying, if you could ask God one question, what would you ask him? I would ask him what his clouds made out of. That's it. You're not going to go with like, how did you create the whole galaxy? How did you do that? Where did you come from? All of these things. So instead of doing that, here's her questions.
Oh, wow. Love. Equally, LGBT rights. And that's something that, you know.
Equally, LGBT rights and love. I didn't even think those were questions, but here we go.
You really don't see a lot.
LGBTQ rights and stuff, because you really don't see a lot. Well, what you don't see is their rights being rolled back. What you hear is that our rights are being rolled back and our community is under attack and we're scared because we think they're trying to make us unexist. And when you break it down and ask them, what rights are you referring to? See, according to them, what they mean when they say our rights are being rolled back is that you don't agree with us and you're not on board with our social agenda. That means our rights are being rolled back. No, if we said you can't come into this restaurant because you dress like a female or a man and you're not, yeah, I can see that. When we start saying we're going to fire you because you came in, dressed whatever, most of the time they don't, as far as I know, ain't been doing that. But there's a lot of things these folks have in their mind that our rights are being rolled back. And I'm saying, what rights? I need to know these rights that's being rolled back. So here she is. She's just parroting the talking points. Unfortunate child. So guys, wait, here's my favorite right here, guys. This is the most informed brother ever. He's like a street politician, y'all. Y'all ready for this guy right here, man? Watch him drop it.
Who do you got, Trump or Biden?
I got Trump going. I got Trump all the way.
What do you think Donald Trump has to do to win the debate?
He gotta keep it a being. He gotta be himself, and don't talk crazy, because I feel like that's what a lot of Americans hate him for, because he just talk crazy at the mouth and whatnot. But I feel like if he go in there on business and attack Biden, because Biden can't stand up straight. He can't even stand up straight. He can't talk nothing for real.
For real. Y'all hear that, brother? I mean, you know what I'm saying? For real, man. It's like Biden can't stand up straight. For real. He ain't hiding his hood at all. He's like, I'm straight hood. I got the beater on. I got the big dually rope on. I got the braids. I'm twisting them while I'm talking. But listen to his knowledge, y'all, about politics.
Gotta go in there and just be himself, and just hit on the points that we are struggling with: the economy, inflation, the war in Ukraine, stuff like that.
And what do you like?
How did he know this? The economy, inflation, the war in Ukraine, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. This brother's informed. I wish all the brothers in the hood was disinformed.
So much about Donald Trump.
He's a regular joke. He's just like us. He's a regular American. He's not a politician. He feels like he really cares about American people. Whereas Biden, you know what I'm saying? Biden just a teleprompter ass person.
Yeah. He's a teleprompter A person. You hear this, brother? I mean, a real person, you know what I'm saying? Looking around just in case you know somebody want to jump him or something. You see him looking over the shoulder. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because, Trump is a real Joe like us, you know what I'm saying? Everyday person. Unlike Biden, he's a teleprompt person. And that's exactly what he is. And I want to see how he's going to do without that teleprompter tonight. There it is. I want to see that. But this brother ain't done. You think this street brother right here is done? Nah, man.
Yeah, what do you think about Joe Biden?
I don't like him. I don't got nothing to say but nice about him. My mom said if you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing about him.
At least this brother got some respect. I don't like him. You see his whole turn? His whole tone change? I don't like him. And my mama said, hey, man, if you can't say something good about somebody, don't say nothing at all. Yeah, almost like he got mad. Just thinking about Biden.
Nothing nice to say. I heard from what I was reading on a lot of the internet, they're saying that Joe Biden is taking steroids or whatnot to make him stand up and be able to, you know what I'm saying, function properly at the debate. So
they up there juicing Biden? Yes, we're going to pump you up. Now look, we're going to inject this into you, Biden. You have to get pumped up. Up and down. Now. Yeah, they probably got Arnold Schwarzenegger in there having him on some deep squats right now. Just for the debate. That's right, we need more. Put it in his butt right now. Now, do it. Yeah, getting him ready for the debate. But now, who knows? He might be getting juiced up with something over these last 7 days. But we don't know. I know he's probably mummified with liquids and, probably IV in the arm and sleep. And you need professionals in there breathing masks. All right, right now, this is right here is a scientific experiment. We got to get this man functional in 7 days. Yes, we're monitoring everything. Heart rate, whole team of scientists just to get him ready.
So if that's the case, I don't want nobody that's on drugs as the president. Like, nah, I don't need that. And
so would you say Donald Trump is standing on business while Joe Biden is just trying to stand up?
Oh, shoot. Now, wait a minute. You asking the brother some deep questions, man. Now, look at this. This is just a brother right here in the hood, man. Hey, surely he don't know all of that, right? Surely he ain't that informed, or is he?
I feel like Donald Trump is standing on business to an extent, but at the same time, he can't do everything that he wants to do because, he got to go through Congress, he got to go through House of Representatives, and they're all going to try to stop him from doing whatever he want to do. But I feel like Donald Trump is better for the people.
Do you think them convicting him of those felonies, do you think that...
This brother knows what he's talking about. You hear that? So he paid attention in somebody's school, or he reads on his own. See, this goes and blows up the narrative that you can't be informed if you just, got a little street in you. It burns it like me. I can talk with the best of them. I can go into any urban area and chew the fat. I can change up the dialect if I wanted to, if I'm talking to them, just to let them know, don't try me, okay? Just because I can speak with the King's English don't mean I can't speak with the peasant English either. Okay, don't get it twisted. But what makes you really impactful oftentimes is when people see you and they say, wow, this person breaks every stereotype about what folks are saying we should be, how we should think, how we should behave. And I love it. I love seeing stuff like this because, they definitely aren't pouring a lot of resources into the hood to try to inform young black men and women about politics. They're just trying to pour a lot of propaganda into the hood, so they can get their votes. But it's hard to pull a fast one over on somebody who knows stuff like this brother.
That's right of them to do, or do you think he's...
No, that's political. That's political motivation. That Charlie's political. He got first of all, he got convicted for trying to pay off or give hush money to a porn star. Come on, bro. Be real. Come on, bro. Be real, man. It's political. It's political, man. He got paid off, man. Look, first of all, I'm loving him. He ain't changing it up for the camera. He's straight keeping it real. Like, come on, bro. Come on, man. Let's be real, man. How many other problems the juices got going on, and they want to worry about what another man do with his legalized bread? Nah, we ain't worried about that. We ain't worried about Trump paying stars. We ain't worried about nothing like that. Trump can do what Trump want to do with his money, as long as he ain't using our taxpayers to go give to them folks in Ukraine. Man, we Gucci. I don't care what he.
We Gucci. Y'all hear that? As long as he ain't using our money to give to Ukraine, we Gucci. Man, I need to interview this brother. Where'd they get him from? I need to go to Atlanta and find him. Be like, come on, man. I ain't with that, man. Man, look, man, what another man do with his money, man, that's on him, man. Long as he ain't sending our money over to Ukraine. This brother knows about what's going on in Congress. He knows what's going on in Ukraine, but he ain't done. He ain't done. He's about to destroy every stereotype about the brothers in the inner city that anybody has ever had.
He do with the money. Pick a poison. I'd rather him give it to stars than Ukrainians.
He said, pick your poison. I'd rather hang with P stars than Ukrainians.
Real with you, because Russia ain't got nothing to do with us. We ain't got nothing to do with Russia. And they talking about these little drafts and, bro, be real, bro. Nobody in our generation is going for this draft, bro. It's not happening, bro.
How old are you?
Yeah, I wouldn't want to get drafted right now under the Democrat regime either. Especially after what I've been seeing lately come out of our leaders. When I've been seeing these folks use war as a mechanism to put money into their donors' pockets and get kickbacks too. Yeah, see, it really has destroyed a lot of folks' faith. It hasn't made people say, patriots, say, I've given up on how America is supposed to be. But it opened up our eyes to realize that America isn't like we thought it was. We knew we had some bad apples in here and there, but to see it on this level where we obviously know that they are funding this war for their own selfish needs. There's no way that Ukraine could win the war. And they're just sending our money over there. And I'm thinking, what if this escalates? These folks are willing to send off children that aren't theirs to go ahead and fight something that could have been avoided because for whatever reason, you want to keep getting some type of kickbacks for this. Same thing with the border. They're willing to allow American citizens to get killed by bad actors that come across that border, all for selfish purposes. So right now, if they get on TV talking about, we got to go to war because of this, and Putin's the bad guy, and I'm going, is he? I mean, granted, I'm sure he is, but is he any worse than you thugs I've been watching? The folks that don't care how many Ukrainians get killed, as y'all just keep dumping money and we don't know where the heck the money's going. We don't know where it's going. Yeah, y'all don't like accountability. You don't want an accountant in there with some glasses and some tape on it and a pocket holder. Right now, they spent $18 million on this, and then here's the receipts for. They don't like that. They don't want that. Just keep dumping billions and then lying to us saying we're defending democracy and we're fighting for their sovereignty, while y'all let our sovereignty get trashed. As folks just come across here. Now, you think I would be hasty to jump on board and say, send me off to war? I'm going to fight for democracy over there. If I'm going off to die for the country, it better be worth it. And to make people want to do that, they have to be able to trust their leaders, respect life, and would do anything they could to avoid putting our citizens in danger in regards to war. But these people, they just tittle around with it. They don't care. So I would be like, yeah, right about now, if we got a real, like Trump, I would follow him because he's a leader. If I was a young man in the military, I know that Trump wouldn't send us off unless he absolutely had to. Biden and the Democrats and some rhinos, please. For a buck or two, they'd send us all off to war.
I'm 24.
24?
24.
22? Do you think we're ready to go to war?
Hell no.
My man said, nah. Yeah, he ain't ready. He's like, I ain't going to war. All right, so here we go. Somebody said Kev is the best. Thank you so much, Tricia. All right, now look at this old timer. Let's see what this old timer has to say.
So you're out here today at the debate, and with the sign that says lock Biden up, what do you think the American people want today here at the debate?
Well, I think we need to have some common sense come out of all of this. Nobody likes what's going on with Biden on any level. There's just so much disaster there. It's hard to figure out anything that he's touching that isn't falling into total crap. Open book.
Everything that he's touching turns to caca. Everything that Biden has touched turned to shite. Complete 100% shite. And I don't even know if he knows it. Touching stuff, it turns to shite. And he's like, is that me? Did I just shite on myself, or did my shite touch turns that into... Okay, it's both. So I took a shite and I turned this into shite. Everything that the guy touches turns into shite.
Orders. Listen, I come from Miami. When Fidel Castro opened up his jails in 1980, we had almost 600 murders in Miami.
Ain't that where Tony Montana came from? Hey, look, okay, what are you talking about? I'm not. Look, I'm a political refugee, okay, man? You're talking about banana boat. Yeah, Tony Montana came over here with Manny, okay? Look at the pelican, Manny. Look at the flying pelican. Came over here. And look what happened down there. Now, I guess they're assuming that, history won't repeat itself. Yeah, we'll go ahead and not just open it up to Cuba, but we'll open up our borders to the whole globe. And pretty much we believe that all 12 to probably 20 million of these people all have good intentions. All have good intentions. They're all coming here for a better life. This guy sees the writing on the wall.
We're trying to warn the country. No one wants to listen to us. You're going to pay big time for what's happening with the open borders. All the criminals, all the killers, all the Islamic not coming in, and we have no clue who they are.
Now, I want y'all to remember what this guy's warning is when you hear one of the later folks that got something to say about Biden and Trump tonight. Because he's talking about all of the stuff we see. Because we just found some terrorists that just came through. And I'll be talking about that tomorrow. Maybe, because I probably will be covering the debate. But they just captured some terrorists. And, you know, these are the things that I say, how can they avoid this? These are things that need to be brought up tonight. They need to be brought up tonight. Like, hey, dude, what are you doing at that border? Like over 400 suspected terrorists that came across the border on your watch. And this guy's warning. He's like, yo, I guess we just got to wait until something happened.
So God forbid, we just have to wait until we get hit. My argument is, Biden, why would you sell out America? And why would you sell out Israel? And what's your message to the rest of the world? Your message is, we can't be trusted, and they are going to do whatever you can to get a vote from the Muslims, including selling out your best friends. That's the message we want to put out to our friends and allies.
So you believe that Joe Biden is selling out America currently?
On everything. There's not a...
My man said on everything. And I have to concur. The Democrat Party is the most self-serving party ever. Ever. They're like on the level of kings back in the day. The Mad Kings and stuff. All of those folks. Straight self-serving. Feed me grapes. Send in the fool. That's right. I want the jester. These folks don't make any decision that does not benefit them. It is always party first, then the people, just if what we're doing happens to line up with being a blessing to the people. And the way you know this is because 60-something% of Americans are saying, shut the border down and send these people back. What are the Democrats doing? Trying to give them all amnesty. You think they care about the people? You think they're going, now, you know what? We're here to serve the people. It is self-serving. It is, you guys shut your mouths. We will do whatever we want to do. And we know there's a decent amount of you out there that are too dumb to say, we're no longer voting for these people. So we'll just keep doing it.
Single issue that's working.
So what do you think Donald Trump is going to have to do today at the debate to win the American vote?
All he has to do is just tell the truth, that's all.
And what would Joe Biden have to do to win the American vote?
Stop falling over his behind. I mean, they're going to have him drugged up with what have you to yell and scream at everybody. That's why. How could you spend 6 days at Camp David to tell what? What's your story?
Good point. He said, stop falling over his behind, first of all, which we know that's not going to happen. I'm wondering if he's going to come out today with the rigor mortis hands, the stiff hands, the robot hands. If he's going to come out there with the paws, or maybe the fist, maybe he'll come out with the rocket mans. Who knows? So, yeah, there's really, in my opinion, the damage is so bad with Joe Biden. I don't think, this is what we do know. We know that Joe Biden will not win over any Republican voters that have already decided to vote for Trump. There's a greater chance that Trump will win over some moderates and win over even possibly some folks that are maybe stage 1 TDS. Maybe stage 1 TDS. Once it gets to stage 2, it's almost irreversible. At that point, you got to start looking at making preparations and stuff like that. But who knows? But I do know this. There's nothing Biden really can bring to the debate to make any of us say, well, that, you know what, he's getting younger. He's getting younger. Seems like his mind is coming back. And the inflation, I'm pretty sure he's going to deal with it the next 4 years. I'm pretty sure, because he's making these promises. I'm pretty sure he's going to go ahead and tell his DOJ and his FBI and all of those intel agencies to stop abusing their power, and he's going to revamp that. I'm pretty sure he's going to do that. I'm pretty sure he's going to shut down that border the next 4 years. I'm pretty sure. We all know that's not going to happen. We know it's not going to happen. So he could come out there and say whatever he want to say. And I'm going, Joe, no.
What can you tell the American people that you've done that's right?
Nothing.
There's nothing there that's
He ain't
right.
done nothing right.
All we're saying is shut the border down, get the people who are illegal out of here, find out who we have here all together. You know, there was a report the other day, we have 48,000 killers here.
It's a lot.
If we had one, it's a lot. So what do we...
Thank you. If we had one, it's a lot. But the media are saying, you know what? They're out there demonizing illegal undocumented citizens. They're out there trying to say there's a crime wave, an illegal immigrant crime wave. That's not true. That's not true. While terrorists coming across the border, folks getting killed, all of that stuff. Yeah, thank you. No vetting. And this guy sees it, and we do too. But the Democrats want to pretend these aren't even issues. I wonder if these commentators are even going to bring up the border. They're probably like, let's stay away from any topic that will expose how horrible Joe's policies are. I'm sure the whole night will be based on personal attacks. Mr. President, did you ever accept the results of the 2020 election, Mr. Trump? You didn't? Okay. Do you feel responsible for J6? Why did you call all of the insurrectionists, prisoners of war, political prisoners and patriots? Why did you call them that? They're going to be doing crap like this the whole night to try to get under Trump's skin and put him on a defense. And he has to be able to handle that and pivot right back to the policies, because Joe can't talk about those. Everything he touched turns to shite.
Expecting. Every city has to deal with this crap because Biden wants to get reelected, and the Democrats think, well, this is the way to get the vote. Are you nuts?
Between
Are
Donald
you
Trump
nuts? You tell him, Pops. Are you nuts? Uh-oh, wait, here we go. We got a mixed bag right here. We got a brother, and it looks like a lady that might be Indian descent or something. Let's see.
Joe Biden, who is going to be winning the debate?
A lot of people gonna hate me for this, but I really think it's gonna be Trump.
Nah, man, I ain't gonna hit you for it, bro. I got you. You'll be surprised how many folks are going. I'm pretty sure everybody that's watching me right now and hear that brother say that was going, I don't hate you. I don't see what the problem is. So let's see what he says after that, though.
Definitely think it's gonna be Trump, just because he recently just went to court, and nothing really happened to him. He did get convicted of it, I believe. Didn't he get convicted?
Yeah, he got convicted.
Okay, yeah, he's not going to jail. To me, he done a lot for people. Other people might say opposite, but wasn't he the one who started the stimulus? No, that was Joe Biden with the stimulus check.
Trump did it back in 2020.
Oh, he did? See, he was the first one to do it.
It's funny, though, how black people still go back to the stimulus check. He's like, man, he did a lot for people. Did he give us some free money? Yeah, he dropped one stimulus check out there, but good grief. Stop focusing on that stuff. Man, get over it. That stuff is gone. This isn't a reoccurring thing. That's what I want the brothers to get into their brain. The stimulus packages and the government money is not, all right, it's going to give you all an income for no reason. Income. So Trump did it in the height of the pandemic after they shut the whole country down for 2 weeks. And plus, after he was like, no, we got to open up. We got to open. And Fauci out there, no, I think that we need more time to go ahead. And the Democrats out there like, he's trying to kill people by opening up the country again. And he's trying to, while Trump was saying, you can't shut down the economy. What do you mean you can't, the kids can't go to school? Are you kidding me? You think the Democrats cared about that? No, because they only care about themselves. You think they cared about the ripple effect of our economy being shut down, not just once and one stimulus check? No. They didn't care about the inflation rising after they dropped 2 or 3 more stimulus checks after that. They didn't care about getting all these people off work. And then all of a sudden our economy just goes, and then they wonder why, the economy sucks. And then we're going to force folks to get vaccinations. And then folks quitting their job. And then the transportation, all of that stuff with Pete Buttigieg. And then the war in Ukraine. And just keep going. Compounded things based on their policies. They got us right to this point right here. So I hope the brother don't just get stuck on that stimulus check, because there's more things that Trump did besides that.
The only problem I had with Trump was his Twitter. He was out of pocket with his Twitter. Definitely was out of pocket.
You think if Donald Trump wasn't so out of pocket, more people would like him?
Definitely. If he knew how to hold his tongue and talk to people right, people actually would like him.
Actually, I think people would still like him because he's hilarious. If they can get past the manipulation of the media, taking his comedy, his tongue-in-cheek remarks, and trying to put an evil, seedy spin to it, people could laugh about it. All you got to do is listen to him in context and you'll crack up. You'll be sitting like, he's hilarious. But when you turn on the news and Trump said that he wants to put all illegal immigrants in a cage and make them fight for their lives. Did you hear him? You hear him talking about that? What? Trump said? And I'm going, see? A lot of people fell for the propaganda. I mean, one of the coolest people to sit down and talk with or to be around ever. I could hang out with Trump all day. All day.
Do you think we'll win the debate tonight between Donald Trump and Joe Biden?
Uh-oh.
I don't think either of them will, to be honest. I know that's kind of an interesting opinion to have, but I think the country is really divided right now because a lot of people, I'm not saying majority of people, but I do think a lot of people don't like any of the options that we have right now, presidential candidate-wise, whether it's the ex-president Trump or if it's our current president Biden.
Because those people are idiots and they need to stay home. I hate to say it. I hate to encourage somebody to be sorry, but in this case, I got to encourage people who are going to put us in a jam to be sorry. You don't have to go if you don't want to. No, it's my right, and people fought for that right. I think I should go and vote anyway. Well, I mean, if I were you, I'd probably just sleep in. I'm just saying. Well, I don't like either of the choices, so I'm going to default to Joe Biden. Oh, yeah. You know what? Isn't tomorrow leap year? Isn't there supposed to be a tornado coming tomorrow? You don't want to go. You don't want to go. Yeah, doing anything. See me outside their house, cutting their lines, clip, so their clock won't go off in the morning. I'm just kidding. I don't want later on the Democrats who can't take jokes be out there. All right, this man was actually trying to stop people's vote and suppress them by threatening to cut their phone line so they wouldn't get any type of they would do something like that.
It's a lose-lose situation either way.
Now that's pathetic. That she's not able to see what's going on and what's at stake. A lose-lose situation either way. Good. Stay home. Don't vote for either.
Because I think it's going to be more about them fighting each other than them trying to fight and win us, like our opinion and like what.
No, see, I don't think that. I think Trump would love to talk about Biden's horrible record and his policies. I think, though, what is going to try to turn them into fighting against each other is those commentators, those moderators. By making it personal, attacking Trump constantly on all the narratives that they've worked so hard to create. Throwing that out there, along with creepy in the background parroting too, like a chihuahua. While the media do the heavy lifting. So somebody said, don't cut the cell lines, phone lines. Please, Kev. No, I won't. But I guarantee you, that's what's going to happen. The media don't want them talking about policies. The media wants to keep it personal. It's going to be nothing but keep them in personal conflict with each other. Question Trump's character. Question Trump's his language that he used while he's out there joking. While he's out there joking, let's bring up all of that. You joked. Well, no, they ain't gonna say he joked. You said that illegal immigrants should be put in the UFC to get killed by folks, and you said that the blood. They're going to be doing stuff like that because they know that if they put Biden out there to have to support and defend his policies, that guy is going to malfunction right there on the set.
Actually matters. I think it'll be more just them like competing against each other.
Who are you guys going to be voting for?
I'm going to be voting for Trump. I'm going to be honest.
I'm kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. So
you have to vote tomorrow. Who are you going to be voting for, Donald Trump or Joe Biden?
Don't do it.
if I really had to choose, I voted for him last time, so I'll vote for him again. I'd have to choose Biden.
Oh, man. Now, see, once again, the brothers right now that they have interviewed is batting 100. They all out there like, man, I'm going with Trump. I'm going with Trump. Some reason, though, man, we can't get the sisters like we need on board. So that guy right there, he's going with Trump. He said people might not like me. They might hate on me, but hey, I'm going with Trump. Good.
I think he's going to win the debate between Donald Trump and Joe Biden.
I'm not real sure. I mean, Donald Trump's usually quick on his feet, but Joe Biden's got some good points every now and then, too. So
what about you?
I'm going to say probably Trump because half the time Joe Biden can't really form a sentence.
Who do you think's
You tell him, guys. Except the first guy. I'm like, what? When did Joe Biden ever get some good points in? Are you kidding me? Uh-oh, wait, let's see what happens here.
going to win in the debate between Donald Trump and Joe Biden?
Well,
Trump's a talker, so I probably Trump. Just based on.
Now I could tell that almost made her feel like she had indigestion. The indigestion. Well, hate to admit it. So I don't think she's going to be leaning towards Trump. Let's see what the guy says.
What about you?
I believe Trump as well because Trump has came back and redeemed himself in a lot of situations. So I just think just based off of that Trump will come back.
What do you think about the current state of America?
Trump will come back. See, he's a little more definitive and not reserved about it. He's like, yeah. But you could tell she didn't like it. Oh, let's see what this guy says. Because I'm sure, though, listening to him in a little Southern accent, people will probably say he doesn't count because he's just a white nationalist.
Right now.
Oh, it's crap, man. It needs Jesus. What it needs.
You hear that, man? Yeah. What you think about the currency? Oh, man, it's crap now, man. We need Jesus.
I agree with that. And this year, with the debate and the election that we're going to be having, who do you think will be best to run the country?
Nobody that's running. You see what state we're in now. I mean, supply and demand was better with Trump, so, you know.
Would you say your life, the quality of your life was better 4 years ago than it is right now?
Oh, yeah. I mean, and I understand COVID and everything, you know, kind of put a damper on stuff, but it's way worse, way worse.
Somebody said they haven't seen me in a month. What's up? I'm back now, and I'm here. At least I'm going to try to be here every night from 7 to 9. And I will be uploading some more standalones, so please set your notifications to all so that you can catch anytime I upload. Somebody said Bob. He does kind of sound like Bob. Not as country and stereotypical, but he do got a little Bob in him.
I mean, it probably changed, you know, at least 30 to 40%, you know, across the board. Groceries, just everyday living.
How many kids or how big's your family?
I've got 3 kids.
How much more money are you having to spend every week or every month on groceries and other bills just to survive?
I don't buy the groceries. My wife does. But the way she talks is, you know, where she'd run to the grocery store, you know, 4 or 5 years ago, and it was, you know, $30, $40 for milk, eggs, bread, stuff like that. Now she's spending $80 to $100. So
$80 to $100. Y'all hear that? You hear how much his wife is spending now when she goes to the grocery store to get eggs and stuff like that? Used to spend 30 or 40 bucks. Now she's spending like $100, man. Now that right there is enough to make me vote for my pockets. Yeah, there you go. If Trump can focus on things like that, because see, I feel this man's pain. My refrigerator right now is butt naked. Mother Hubbard couldn't get a bone in my cupboards right about now. And I'm sitting here going, how long can I fast? I know eventually I got to go get substance, but I just hate paying for it. I hate looking at it. When I come out with like 7 or 8 items and I'm going, this crap cost me how much? I used to go to the store gleefully. Almost want to go ahead and say, around the grocery for everybody. Everybody, it's on me. It's a celebration under Trump. Now I'm like, sir, do you happen to have a quarter? No. I ain't got nothing to spare. Go on now, get. Unbelievable.
I mean, if that tells you anything.
Do you think it's a little bit weird that there's going to be no crowd and that they're going to have mic limits on the mics?
Yeah, it was really unfortunate when I found out about that.
Who do you think?
Yeah, it was unfortunate because they stacked the deck. Now, once again, Trump agreed to it. See, but I think they did all of that, hoping maybe Trump might just say, man, I'm not agreeing to it. But what did he do? Sure. Let's do it. Okay. So you're okay with us not having an audience that we know won't come out for Joe and we'll all react to you? And okay, so you okay? Okay. Are you okay with us shutting your mic off anytime we want to? Are you okay with us jumping you and teaming up on you? You okay with that? Yeah. I'll come into hostile territory and take on all of yous. So let's see what this brother got to say.
Think's going to win the debate?
Maybe Trump.
Maybe Trump. Yeah. And for you got a family right here. We're not going to show them on the camera, but was your life better 4 years ago, or is it better now, financially?
4 years ago.
Most look at that. He's smart enough to see his life was better 4 years ago. Even though Karine, Jean-Pierre, and all of them are saying that people just can't see it. And Van Jones, people need to remember how horrible things were under Trump. Why didn't this man remember that? Why is he going, yeah, man, 4 years ago was better under Trump? Under the white nationalists, you say?
Being passed right now are just about rights and stuff like that.
when 4 years ago it was more about, okay, let's put money into the economy. Like, okay, we having a virus, let's give people money or something to stay at home or something. Now it's just about rights and stuff. And sure, that.
See, he went right back to the money, the free money. But one thing he did say is that the Democrats right now are all about rights and stuff. Not real rights that people are losing, but made up images in people's minds about your rights are being attacked and stuff like that. Because see, they don't want to talk about real policies, so they want to go emotional. When people start feeling like their rights are being attacked and rolled back, it takes them into the emotional part of the brain. They're not thinking logically. They're not thinking about their everyday substance that they need to survive. They're not thinking about that. They're going, and that's why Democrats focus on identity politics. Your rights, you're oppressed, and they're taking back your rights. They're threatening your rights and civil rights and rights and rights and rights. That's all they like to push, because these are emotional issues that make folks not stop and say, well, wait a minute. My 401k. Wait a minute. Inflation. Wait a minute. My mortgage. And is that going up? Is that okay? See, and it worked under the first 4 years of Trump. As he was doing things that benefited people financially, the Democrats were running around saying Trump's going after your rights. He's going after this. He's attacking you. He hates these people. He hates you people. And folks couldn't focus on, wow, I got a solid, stable job. Companies are coming back to America. They can't even find enough workers. The economy's great. Groceries are down. Gas prices are low. Housing market booming. 401k skyrocketing. Stock market skyrocketing. Wages up. Unemployment down. All of these things went right over the heads of many folks because they were focused on our rights are being rolled. Which ones are the ones that the media told me are being rolled back?
That's important, but it's just like the economy should be doing a lot better.
Like, would you say inflation is something that has affected you and your family?
Yeah, definitely. $100 worth of groceries now is not $100 worth of groceries.
And who will you be?
See, it's hard to get people to focus on those rights when they're starving. See, yeah, that right there will red pill some people. When they open up the cupboards and you get an echo. Hello, 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 hello. Any food home, 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 home. That right there will wake you up. You'll be like, right about now, we need Trump, 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 Trump. That'll wake you up.
Be voting for in 2024?
Still deciding.
Oh, he's scared. He know he's gonna say Trump, but he's scared. He's like, are you recording this? My black friends might see this and call me a sellout and Uncle Tom. So I'm just gonna say undecided. Now look at this case, y'all. Look at this case of TDS. Oh God, this is on another level. Brace yourself.
What could one candidate say that you might see in a news clip or on social media that could potentially win your vote and sway you to vote?
Absolutely nothing. Not one thing.
Good.
We already know them. So what are they gonna say new to surprise me?
Right, we got Biden. We got Trump. We had already had
4 years of both of them.
I mean, they could say a lot of stuff. I feel like politicians say a lot of things that they don't actually end up doing. Biden still hasn't done a bunch of the stuff that he said he was going to do 4 years ago. I don't really think there's anything at this point that he could say that would make me vote for him. It's definitely nothing that Trump could say that could make me vote for him.
I'm okay with that. Stay y'all butts right at the crib. Go get your hair did or do whatever it is you do. But don't go to the polls. Yeah, I'd rather you just stay home. So now here it comes though.
Now that they're talking about doing the whole America 2025 plan thing as a Muslim woman, a black Muslim.
Here we go. Y'all see? Y'all see how the magic works? You see how strong suggestion can be? Manipulation and gaslighting? These folks are not thinking for themselves. She has just hook and sink, just everything. What do you want me to believe? Fake news? What do you want me to believe, Democrats? So now it's Project 25, and what does she do as a Muslim, as a black woman? What about you as a Muslim and a black woman? And how is Project 25 going to affect you?
Woman that does not benefit me or my family, so I know for a fact I won't be voting for Trump.
And would you say your life was better 4 years ago, or would you say it's better than now with the current president we have, Biden?
I haven't been happy since Obama was in office. Real shit.
What is the third option? We want to pick a different
Stay home. There's your third option.
president. Maybe pick one before 96. That's when I was born.
So you're saying everything came to hell when you were born?
But I would say if we had to pick between the two, I would pick Biden. I think that when Trump was in office, there was a lot of like racial tension.
Now you see how the brainwashing works? I mean, she bought completely into this. I feel like it was a lot of racial tension created by who? Trump or the fake news? They got you. They got you, sis. Both of them. Watch her go ahead and reveal how effective these tactics are.
And like there was a lot going on with Black Lives Matter. There was a lot going on with like just conservatives coming out and feeling comfortable being super racist. And
conservatives coming out and being super racist. Y'all see, it worked. It worked. This is exactly why all of these things that the Democrats be doing, they continue to do. Because somebody out there, they're going, it worked. We got another one. Oh, don't stop there. Listen to this.
I'm like storming the White House. Like it was just a lot of crazy stuff that happened while Trump was in office.
Would you say like far right conservative, like MAGA people are kind of like not a threat, but like worry the Black community?
They're a worry to every community that's not.
Y'all hear that? Yeah. Do you think the MAGA folks are a threat to communities? They're a threat to Black community. They're a threat to every community. This is what this girl is saying. Obviously, she can't be talking about these people. Listen.
The white community. So like I was saying, it's not even just that I'm Black. I'm also a Muslim woman.
Oh, God. Identity politics.
So like I was saying, it's not even.
Wait, listen to
kind of like not a threat, but like worry the Black community.
They're a worry to every community that's not the white community.
I feel sorry for her. Honestly, I feel sorry for her. Here she is. They're a threat to every community that is not the white community. So then what are these pictures here I'm showing? What are these pictures I'm showing? So I guess we're on board with the white nationalists. We're the threats. Look at this.
So like I was saying, it's not even just that I'm Black. I'm also a Muslim woman. They are a threat to Muslims.
Look at this. Muslim Americans for Trump. Has she talked to these Muslims? So in her mind, they got her. In her head, only white, Anglo-Saxon, middle to upper class, cis women and men that are married, and they have to be Christian nationals as well, are MAGA folks. Bible carrying, gun toting, Confederate flag rocking white folks. Maybe she overlooked all of these people.
A threat to like Hispanics.
Look at all the Hispanics.
Border, they're a threat.
Now she's just throwing this out. They're a threat to Hispanics, the border, the white. And I'm saying, how? Where were these MAGA folks going into Spanish neighborhoods, attacking them, going down? I mean, this is unreal that she's believing this.
Threat to like anybody, like Asians, just anybody that's not.
Look at that. Look. Okay. Look at all those Asians. Make America great.
Conservative, MAGA. It's like or man. Yeah. A woman.
Men too. There we go. Oh, yeah. See, now women are in danger as well. So MAGA folks got to be the most evil, destructive, tyrannical people in America. We're just going around after every group. She went down what she believes to be every victimized group. Yeah, just download it right into her head. The women, pygmies, the people with giganticism, people that are Eskimos, people that suffer from, ingrown toenails, and people who, and I'm saying, but the only people that are walking around healthy, the only people that are walking around successful, the only people that aren't oppressed are all white MAGA folks that are attacking all of these people. That's what you're telling me? No sense of reality. Just straight coming out of a Matrix download into her head.
And which is surprising because a lot of women voted for Trump. And so it's like...
That should tell you something, bubblehead. They're attacking women, and which surprised me because a lot of women voted for Trump. So all of them were wrong. You're that clever, right? See, this is what kills me. The arrogance and the inability to stop and say, wait a minute. Maybe I should stop and say, what would make a lot of women vote for Trump? What are they seeing that I didn't see? Which surprised me because all of the women are supposed to be victims and be feminists too. They're supposed to all hate men.
Like, if you're not like a white man, it's a threat. It feels like so.
Look at that.
It's really a rock and a hard place. That's why I'm not
Blacks for
gonna.
Trump.
I'm not gonna be involved.
With like the open borders that we've been having with like so many migrants coming into the United States, does that worry you guys at all about having people come in that we don't know who they are?
Now, you remember the old white guy earlier that talked about what happened when we opened up our borders to Cuba and all of the crime and the murder and stuff went up? And he said that, look, man, they're setting us up. Something bad is going to happen at some point. It's going to happen. Yeah, listen to her view on these illegal immigrants coming in.
No, because America was made off of that, in my opinion. America was made to be the home of the free and the safe. Most of them are the people that doing the jobs that we don't want to do. Like they're cleaning, they're construction, they're agriculture.
That's right. We need peasants over here. We need serfs. We need some people just one notch above slaves. Sound like Nasty Pelosi and all of them. Who's going to pick our fruit? Repeat. I mean, you can't get. She right there takes the cake in regards to the modern Democrat mentality of liberalism, leftists, and all of that. This woman straight up, just straight with her, not at all, because they're coming over here for a better life. America was built on immigration, and we all and this and that. She has no regard for safety. She has no ability to rationally think about, we don't know these folks. Who are these folks? Where are they coming from? Huh? She ain't even stopping to think the people who's letting them in, what could be their motive for letting these people in? Have they considered the danger that could come with these people? When somebody come and take her job or move into her neighborhood, maybe she'll think a little differently. Maybe when she gets a little older, because they all look like they're on a college campus. But nonetheless, there she is. Not at all. Just as naive and completely brainwashed by all the Democrats' nonsense that you can get. She's perfect. That woman is perfect. They got her in every category, even on immigration.
Agriculture, they're doing the job.
And then repeat it. Don't even realize how offensive what she's saying about the illegal immigrants is. Just like Democrat politicians. Who's going to clean the toilets? Who's going to clean our pools? These people are doing the jobs that Americans don't want to do. What does that say about those people? That's my question. You think they want to do those jobs? You think they're coming over going, you know what? My goal was to go to America and clean toilets, clean pools. They want to go up the ladder too. That's what they would love to do. But right now, the Democrats are confident that they'll stay in their place. They'll make sure they clean my pools and cut my lawn and, do the hard labor that Americans don't want to do. But if they ever get to a point where they're going, we want the real American dream. You let us come over here. Now you want us to just clean things and pick fruit. No, man, we want to get the American dream. We want high wages. We want freedom. We want to own our own businesses. Those Democrats would be like, man, we want socialism. You folks over here is trying to get the American dream. It ain't no such thing. We killed that. We killed that. Now y'all want to go back? Because we killed that. Now shut your mouths and go get the chlorine to clean my pool.
Jobs and the work, and we don't honestly give them enough respect for the work that they're coming in and doing, but
we don't give them enough respect. As I sit back and say, they want to do the jobs, they do the jobs that we don't want to do. Those are the jobs for the peasants. But we don't give them enough respect for that. You're doing good over there, Jose, down in that toilet right there. I love the way you stuck your hand in there. Yeah, right, there you go. Yeah, excellent job, Pepe, on the pool. Yeah, great job. I respect that pool cleaning technique. Unreal. She don't even see the arrogance.
I will leave it there. My final note says free Palestine.
It's pretty obvious here.
And then she tops it off. She's a perfect liberal. My final note is free Palestine. Well, this is the last guy, y'all. Oh, boy. We've been going an hour and 18 minutes. Let's see what this young man has to say, because he got a Trump shirt on, so we already know how he feels.
You're going to be voting for this year in 2024, and what does Donald Trump need to do to win the debate?
Yeah,
honestly, compared to like the 2020 debates, he needs to just be patient and take his time and let kind of Joe Biden kind of unravel and mess up.
There you go. Very simple. Just relax, take your time. Let Joe Biden mess up. Joe will self-destruct if you leave him up to his own devices, which I'm okay with that. Don't let them get you off topic and get drug into a back and forth with the media and Joe. See, that's the problem. Joe might throw out an accusation. Trump might come in and defend it. And then the media, actually, Mr. President, now that Mr. Biden mentioned it, that's not true. you did say this and not there. It's going to be a bunch of tag teaming going on, and Trump has to manage that properly and make sure these folks stay on topic. Make sure he stays on topic, even if they get off a topic. And that's crucial. If they try to drag him into something, just maybe one or two statements. You know what? Actually, I didn't happen. That's a lie. It's been debunked. But what hasn't been debunked is that wide open border and all of these folks being killed because of illegal immigrants that should have been stopped down there at the border. See, that's one thing we don't have to debate. That's really happening. See, he needs to do things like that, because if he gets drug into a back and forth and starts showing that he's frustrated because the media keeps poking at him, along with Joe sitting back behind them going, See, that's how I envision it. I envision it like two bodyguards standing out there in front of Biden, attacking Trump, and there's Biden behind them going, just nagging. Get out the way and let your champion take me one-on-one. But Trump thinks he can take them all, and I do too. So I'm excited about it. Tomorrow I will be talking about it. I'll be covering it after I digest it and come out with some highlights that I think needs to be talked about. But you see what the folks in the streets said. The overwhelming amount of them thinks Trump's going to win it, and they think things were better under Trump. And I hope that shows up in the polls. So let's see how this goes tonight, y'all. Let's get ready to rumble. And we'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place. Don't forget to text MAGA to this number. Those that have not seen that little video that cracked 1 million views, if you haven't seen it, all it simply is a video talking about if you vote for Biden after seeing all of these clips, then you get what you deserve. And I guess for some reason that just caught on and cracked 1 million views, man. I can't believe it. But feel free to go and check out any of my videos that you have not seen. That really helps me out a lot. And with that being said, too, don't forget, text MAGA to 330-974-4607 to stay in the loop just in case they bounce me off this platform. And if you want to donate to the channel, you can through my Cash App or my PayPal. And somebody just said, Gizmo. Y'all want a dose of Gizmo? Because he's sitting here looking at me right now. Come here, Gizmo. The people's calling for you. And I got to give the people. Come here, Giz. I got to give the people what they want. Yeah, I got to give the people. I got the people what they want. Yeah. Sound like you're purring. Yeah, you purring, Gizmo? You're not a cat. You're not a cat. There you go. Whoa, look at them ears. See them ears go up like, what's that? Yeah. Gizmo's getting his widow peak back. All that fur's coming back. So he's doing better, I think. And I'm just keeping an eye on him. I'm very protective of him now. I'll be sitting there like, all right, don't do nothing crazy. So, yeah. So, you can find gear in my store with Gizmo on it, too. Some Gizmo gear. Go get yourself some Gizmo gear. And I think that might be it. So, with that being said, let's go, Trump. Yeah, Team Trump all the way. We'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place. God bless y'all. Yep. Says your subs went up to 189. I wonder if I can get back up over 200,000. Yeah. See y'all tomorrow in Kevin's Corner. Take care.